before you watch this video, it's recommended to have your shades on ready, as that's what the Jim and Christopher Evan and Andrew James did in this interview. Enjoy. What's up, buddies? What Jim? I'm doing another interview, and this time it's with the folk singer-songwriter duo, Evan and James. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. How about yourself? Doing well.
I'm doing well, and thanks for agreeing to do this interview. I've been looking forward to doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Looking forward to it as well.
I've written down 10 questions in total, and they're mainly to do with your latest studio album, and that's the album called Nights Like These, which I've got linked in the description below for people to go ahead and listen to it. Highly recommend to listen to it. It's an excellent album. It's only 35 minutes long, so it's not going to take up much of your time either. How did you both meet?
You want to go or me?
Yeah, I'll go. So we met on a social media platform in the fall of 2020, October 2020, Reddit. I'm sure you've heard of that.
Yeah.
And, I had posted something. One of my friends had told me, who lives in North Carolina in the United States, he had told me to post something on there just to see and reach out to any like music page that they might have on there. And so I just put down, I said, hey, I'm a musician from Long Island. Just want to jam with somebody, be in a band. I got a few responses, including Andrew's, but his stuck out to me the most because we had basically the same exact music taste, the Beatles and 60s, 70s, stuff like that. So we just got to talking, and eventually we exchanged phone numbers. And a few weeks later, we met up at a diner, just talked about music and all that good stuff. And then immediately after, we went to a guitar center, and we just started jamming, and here we are. 3 years later, still doing it.
Yeah, we didn't really want to do anything in life besides be musicians, and then when we went over to the guitar center, I think we played together there that same day, right? We played was the first time we tried playing, and then the first song we played was "I Will" by the Beatles, and
Good choice.
we kind of got along right away. Realized that there was some synchronicity there. So
It's cool you both sang "I Will," which
Mhm.
was real on your Beatles cover album.
Yeah, that was on the Beatles cover album that we did.
Are you planning on doing a volume 2 for it?
Never say never, but probably not. I'm not sure. We're not sure.
Yeah,
You should do a Simon and Garfunkel one.
Yeah, we're trying to get into doing more of our own music these days, but there's no reason why we can't do more covers in the future. I mean, we do a lot of covers on our TikTok, but just in terms of like official recordings, we might do some more in the future. We'll see.
You mentioned you were both big into the Beatles, but what were your other favorite bands growing up?
For me, I liked Simon and Garfunkel, and I really liked Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Those were kind of the big ones that stick out for me.
Yeah, Billy Joel is definitely another one as well. He's definitely in my top 3 for sure.
He's from Long Island too, Billy Joel. He's from a town called Hillsville, which is like 10 minutes from where I'm from.
Yeah, love all those guys you mentioned.
Yeah.
But
Can't go wrong with 60s and 70s music.
Yeah, it's very good. That's what inspired me to play music in the first place, to play guitar and piano and stuff. So I think it's better than what's out there now.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not really too into what music's coming out right now.
Yeah.
Really. Except for you guys, of course.
Oh, thank you.
I'm loving your music.
That's an honor.
Yeah. You sort of answered it, but what inspired you to become musicians?
Yeah, it was. I mean, for me, originally it was the Beatles specifically. Actually, the very first, I was actually into Elvis first. When I was in high school, and then from there, I quickly found the Beatles. And then when I found the Beatles, I was like really, really inspired from that point. And I remember I got my first guitar in the summer of 2017, and I just spent so much time just listening to the Beatles and watching their interviews, and I just wanted to be like them. So really, they inspired me to pick it up, and I learned all their music. And I don't know what was it for you?
Yeah, similar
thing,
story.
Right?
Yeah,
but you were more into the 70s stuff before me, right?
Yeah,
like the Eagles and.
Yeah, I mean, I knew since I was very, very little, like I'm talking like 2-3 years old, that I wanted to be a musician, because I remember doing all different kinds of activities, sports and stuff, which I did enjoy, but like any other activities that kids might have done when we were, back then. And I just remember whenever I heard a song that I really enjoyed, no matter what it was from, I always it always hit the heart more than anything else. And then, yeah, just throughout the years of being a kid, I just developed some, I guess, musical talent, and then it just kind of all stemmed from there. But yeah, I mean, the 60s, 70s era is definitely my favorite. I mean, the Beatles will always be my number one, but I specifically like the 70s era the best. Like
Yeah.
the 60s, the Beatles ruled the 60s, obviously, but my music taste and everything like that stems from 70s stuff because it was such a diverse decade. Like it had disco, which I really like. A lot of people don't like it, but I love it. It had
Yeah, I like disco.
and
Bee Gees.
yeah, love the Bee Gees, and yeah, just like other classic rock bands, Zeppelin, the Eagles, ELO, all different kinds of stuff. I could go on and on, but yeah.
I can go on and on as well. Part of the musicians I like. But you mentioned the Eagles a couple of times. I'm actually going to an Eagles tribute tomorrow.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, nice.
They're called Bootleg Eagles.
Oh, I've heard of them actually.
Oh, you have heard of them?
Yeah,
Cool.
Bootleg Eagles. That's funny.
Isn't there a bootleg Beatles too?
There's there's so many.
I've seen the Bootleg Beatles a couple of times. One of them has actually recognised me from my YouTube channel.
Oh wow!
Oh wow,
I
that's
got
cool.
recognised by George Harrison.
Wow.
That's
Not
cool.
the real one though.
Yeah.
Not the real one.
Yeah, you're not time travel.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. And enough about other bands and artists. I want to talk about more about your music. So, what was the first song you both wrote together?
I want to say it was The Way to Carry On our Nights Like These album. I think that was the first song that we collaborated together,
Right.
Mostly.
Yeah.
That and Little Dream as well. I would think it's probably the second one.
Yeah. So basically, I think your Way to Carry On was definitely before that. Yeah. We did that in my living room, and I remember I had the music for the most part.
Yeah.
You helped me with a couple little things like chords. I think a couple chords in the bridge, but I had the music and some lyrics. I think I had the first verse, maybe the second verse, some of the second verse. But then I told Christopher that I wanted to finish the song, but I couldn't come up with all the lyrics. So basically, we just sat together and just banged out the rest of the song. And he helped with a lot of the lyrics, especially towards the end, guitar solo, and some of the chords in the bridge. But that was the first one that we collaborated on, wrote it together, I would say.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff we don't actually sit down and write together. It's more often individual, and then little parts will come together. You know what I mean? So I'll present most of a song, or he'll present most of a song, and then we'll finish it together, depending what it is. But usually it's the small touches. But Way to Carry On was a pretty almost even.
Yeah.
It was closer to even than the other ones.
Do you guys have a favorite song you've written?
I think it's going to be the one that we're going to put out next, which you'll be the first to hear about it, actually. But the song that we're going to be putting out probably within the next month or so. And we just made a music video for it actually yesterday or 2 days ago. And I think that one's my favorite one so far, actually.
I'll look forward to listening to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what the song's called?
Yes.
Are we revealing it?
You want to reveal it? You want to reveal it here? I guess we'll reveal it here.
It'll probably it's called Golden Days.
Yeah.
We're not sure when it's going to be out yet, but like you said, probably within the next month or so.
What's your favorite song you've written, Christopher?
Oh, it's hard for me to choose favorites. I'm not good at that, but I mean, there's a lot of great songs. I mean, Nights Like These is a great song. I really like Little Dream a lot. Not to be show nepotism, but I like Lost in Love because that's a song that I have written. And then
I love the keyboard part in that song.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's inspired by ELO, Jeff Lynne. I'm a big fan of his, so I kind of wanted to use some synth in there. But actually, my favorite song that we have out right now is a single. It's definitely our most, as of right now, streamed song. It's Play the Game Again. I'm not sure if you've listened to that one.
Yeah,
but that's if I had to choose.
It's in your video on it.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one for sure.
How long did it take for you guys to record your Nights Like These album? Did it take a few weeks or a couple of months?
The thing was, at first when we were making the songs, we didn't really have a plan to release it as an album. We were kind of just writing the songs, and then eventually we were like, okay, you know what, let's make this into an album, let's do something. Then we made a plan, and I don't think it was that long. I really don't think it was that long. It was maybe around a month, maybe 2 months at most, but it wasn't too long.
Yeah, it was about a month, especially towards the end. I'm a procrastinator. I wait to the last minute. When there's time pressure, I start going hard. So I remember that last like week, a few days, I was grinding. I was up till actually, because we said we were going to put it out on July 1st of last year. So on June 30th, the day before, I was not ready. And I remember I was up till like 11. I think I posted it at like 11:50 something p.m.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
yeah.
Was it just you guys on the album and nobody else? Nobody else was involved with it.
Yeah, it's just us.
So you produced it as well then?
Yeah, we produced it. Basically, yeah, we wrote it, produced it, recorded it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where was the album picture taken before it?
Oh, that was actually a picture that wasn't intended to be for an album cover, but I thought it was a really good picture. We did like a photo shoot in 2022, the year before. One of my friends was a photographer at the time, and we were at this hotel on Long Island called the Garden City Hotel. It's actually a famous hotel. It's been around since the 1800s, but it had like nice scenery. So we did like a little photo shoot after one of our gigs, which we had there, and I just was looking through the photos, and I thought it was a good picture.
Yeah,
So,
I really like the album cover.
thanks.
Thank you.
Back to the Beatles now. Do you guys have a favourite Beatles song? And did it appear on the Two of Us album you both did?
I think my favorite right now is Hey Jude, and we didn't do that one on the album, but that one's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's up there for me, that one.
Yeah.
I really like I Saw Her Standing There. We didn't do that one as well, but yeah, that's probably my favorite Beatles song, I would say. That brings me
What do
back.
you guys think of the song Now and Then when that released?
I actually liked it. I thought the music video was very cool too. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was the best song from them, but I thought it was pretty good. It was up there actually. Not the worst. Definitely not worse than Revolution 9.
Number nine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I at first I wasn't really into it, and then you listen to it after a while, then you start to get the nostalgic feeling. It's like, oh wait, it's the Beatles. But I agree. I don't think it's anything crazy. I don't think it's While My Guitar Gently Weeps, but it's good.
So I've got quite a tough question for you guys now, and that's, what's your ultimate goal with your music?
I mean, for me, I know that you probably agree with me, but I always really wanted to be just, how would you word it? I'd follow in the Beatles' footsteps, I guess. Be like them, or Simon and Garfunkel, or any of these artists who produce music and are able to impact people from around the world and tour and just have it be our full-time thing. That's my goal. My dream is to keep writing music and keep getting better and influencing people through my music and making their lives better.
I couldn't have said that better myself.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have any advice for people watching who might want to be a musician themselves?
I mean, I would say a lot of people will say that it's not really a feasible thing to do with your life, because most people, first of all, don't have the ambition to do this. I think it's kind of I would say it's fairly rare in terms of like ambitions people have and compared to other things. And so you have to, in my opinion, believe in your own self, because a lot of people, even your own family members, will most likely, they might support you, they might not, but they'll probably say, oh, you have to be a genius, or you have to be this, that, or lucky, or like all these phrases that kind of might put you down in terms of what you might want to do. But I think you just have to follow what you believe in. If you know that you have the ability to do it and you have a passion for it, then that can't be wrong, I think. So you have to just follow what you want and not, because I think that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah,
in general.
it's not easy. especially nowadays. I mean, it is and it isn't, but like what Andrew said, it really mostly comes from believing in yourself. And me personally, I've always had trouble with like really believing in myself and everything and anything that I did in my life. But honestly, it mostly stems from that, unfortunate negative energy that you can get from other people or other things, or looking online too much and comparing yourself to other people. That's a big problem too. Like, if you're an artist and you want to put yourself out there, you should do your best to not compare yourself to other people.
To get discovered is very hard. Even though there is TikTok and all the social media now, there's so many posts being made every day that it's still hard to not get drowned out in that. And also the financial aspect, especially in the early stages, is very, very hard. And we're to be honest, I don't like to like complain about stuff like this, but it is true that the financials are hard. But we do a lot of live stuff, and that helps us for now. But unless, unfortunately, the biggest problem with trying to be a musician, and it also applies to things like being an athlete or anything like that. The very small top percent get almost all of the reward usually.
We've been at it long enough where we understand how most of this works, and honestly, just keeping that persistence is probably the hardest thing, but it would be the most rewarding thing if we keep going, keep grinding, keep taking those shots and everything. So
Yeah.
But yeah, that's to sum all of that up. That's basically what we would say to somebody who wants to be a musician. It's not easy, but there's still a lot of positives with it.
Great advice, guys. Yeah,
Thanks.
I've actually done. I've done a What a Gin karaoke video, so I might be a singer someday. But I doubt it.
You're our competition.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah, you're a competition.
I'm not really.
Uh,
As I said before I pressed record on this video, I have my top 10 songs of yours.
Oh.
So I'll quickly go through them now. So my 10th favorite song of yours is actually my favorite song from your Two of Us album, and that's "I'll Get You."
Yeah. That's one of the first songs we actually played together. Besides "I Will."
Yeah.
It's not one of the more famous Beatles songs either.
No, it's not.
Number 9 is the song "Man on the Moon."
It's a great one.
Yeah. And number 8 is the title track of the Nights Like These album. That's of course Nights Like These.
Nights Like These is 8. Okay.
My number 7 is Lost in Love.
Oh, Lost in Love. Okay.
Yeah. And my number 6 is it's one of your latest songs. That's One Show and Another One.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number 5 is Can't You See?
Can't you see?
I don't think you've done a video singing that one yet.
Yeah, we do have to. That's actually a good point. We should make a video for that one.
We made a TikTok video for that one a long time ago.
We should make a YouTube one.
Yeah.
My number 4 is one of the first. I think it might be the first original song of you guys that you put on Spotify, and that's "Play the Game."
Yeah. Yep, that's the first one.
And my number 3 is the song that you mentioned earlier in this video, and that's "The Way to Carry On."
Okay.
And my second favorite is "Little Dream."
Little Dream.
Yeah, that's a great
I think
one.
that is one of the best ones we have.
But my favorite song of you guys, I think I mentioned it in the comment section of one of your videos. That's "Make You Feel Loved."
Yeah.
Make You Feel Loved. Yes.
That's my favorite. It sort of reminds me of Bob Dylan's "Make You Feel My Love."
I actually never heard that song.
You never heard it?
No, I'll have to check it out. Maybe I subconsciously heard it in the car one day when I was 7 years old. But that's an interesting list. It's weird how everybody, like a lot of different people say different things. You can never know what people will like or not like.
If anyone's watching and hasn't subscribed to you guys' YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. I've got their channel linked in the description below, as well as their Spotify profile. So you can go ahead, follow them on Spotify. They need more followers on there. You need at least 100,000, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully soon.
Thanks for you guys agreeing to do this interview.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It was really good. We'll hopefully do it again sometime.
It's been a pleasure, guys. Do you have any final words?
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, thanks for having us do it. And yeah, hopefully you'll hear about us more. in the
Yeah,
future.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
But thanks for watching, everyone. I'd appreciate it if you give this video a like. Until next time, peace and love, and ciao.
So hide yourself away, close your eyes and pray. Look at all the things that you have done. Pain is all around, and though you may feel down, now you know the way to carry on. Little dream, make me feel like I'm alive again. Little dream, take